23 minutes past 8. When the American singer Tom Waits announced a one-off concert in London recently, it sold out in just 29 minutes. 150,000 people tried to buy tickets in the space of an hour. But then he's not performed in this country for 17 years. His new album, released today, is highly political. And in his only UK broadcast interview, he told Mark Coles why.
An interview with Tom Waits, a rare occurrence, a bit of a recluse. He's a man who prefers to let his records speak for themselves. But here goes.
RTM Express and Sebastopol, this is Gina. I'm about your call.
Could I have Tom Waits' room, please?
Hello.
Hi, Tom, it's Mark from the BBC.
Oh, you again? It's that guy Mark who keeps bothering it.
I wanted to chat about the new album, Tom.
Okay.
Tom Waits doesn't like interviews. In fact, he'll do anything to avoid a straight answer. Wordplay, storytelling, tricks to trip you up. Take this exchange about songwriting, for example.
Where do the songs come from, though?
The what?
Where do the songs come from?
I get them for free, and then I sell them to you.
Wasted and wounded, it ain't what the moon did. God would have paid for no.
Why music, though, Tom? What was the start?
Oh, I don't know. It's the easier, softer way. I'm no good at plumbing. I'm no good at electrical. I don't know. I can't even do long division. I have forgotten all my fractions and my decimals. Like a lot of people, I went into music.
Licorice tattoo to the gun metal blue.
If Dylan was spokesman for a generation in the 70s with his gravel voice and sad piano playing, Tom Waits became the poet laureate of the lonely and the broken-hearted. His albums conjuring up a 2 a.m. world of down-on-their-luck waitresses, bartenders and sailors, all staring at life through the bottom of an empty glass. But with his classic Swordfish Trombones album in 1983, something changed. A new experimentalism arrived. Atonal and using all sorts of weird and wonderful instruments, it's stuck with him for the last 20 years. But his new album, Real Gone, is probably his most extreme ever. A mix of blues hollers, country, Cuban, and what at times sound like distorted death metal lyrics. There's a real surprise on this new record. For the first time in 30 years, there's no piano.
Anybody who plays the piano would like someday to see it thrown off a building. That's normal. No piano.
It seems much looser, a sort of very back to basics on this record.
That was the idea, to do something rudimentary and not glue macaroni all over the songs. Just the old rugged cross.
I read somewhere that a lot of the vocal parts to the record were done in your bathroom.
Yeah, it just had a really good sound, and we couldn't really get the sound in the studio as good as it sounded when I was doing it at home.
What sort of different sound does the bathroom give?
Oh, I don't know. It was just kind of a mystical place.
But it's likely to be the political nature of the album rather than any sonic experimentation that will raise eyebrows. Several of the songs are about war, religion, and what's happening in America now.
I think we're rotting from the inside out. I don't know what's going on around here. Politically, I'd say we're in a crisis here. Bush in bed with Blair, you know. The world is a very strange place right now.
You say rotting from the inside. That sounds very pessimistic.
Yeah, I am. Don't get me started. This is really not my area. You know, I make tunes, you know.
Tunes with lyrics, though, about the last election.
Everybody knows that the game was rigged.
Everybody knows that the game was rigged. You seem very concerned with what's going on, talking about a United States that's gone awry.
I guess maybe it's no different than it's always been. You know, America really has no friends. We only have interests. We kind of run the neighborhood.
But aren't you in a minority? If you look at the opinion polls, most Americans just don't agree with you. Bush is in the lead, and it looks like he probably will be president again.
Oh, Jesus, don't say that. You know, I think between the Democrats and the Republicans, I think the whole way they look at it is that Republicans say, you take the high road, and we'll take the presidency.
Are Kerry and the Democrats any better in your view?
I don't know. People say it's one party with two heads. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. It's just observations of the world from my point of view. I got your letter today.
The album closes with Tom Waits alone with a guitar, probably his most direct song ever, about the war in Iraq, told from a soldier's perspective.
If you write tunes or whatever, I guess that's all you really can do is put a human face on the war. These are my feelings. You know, I just tried to imagine that it's a soldier riding home from any war. I mean, as soon as you're at war, you've lost. Both sides have lost. I still don't know how I'm supposed to feel about all the blood that's been spilled. I don't know where they come from. Some of them you make up. Some of them you build like contraptions. Some of them, you know, just find you. Sometimes songs want you to, they want to come with you. What I'm trying to say is don't they pray to the same God that we do. We're killing off our children. We're sending our children to war. They're sending their children to war. It's a mess, man. Everybody knows that.